Washington, D.C. In a significant development, President Donald Trump, in an interview with Fox News, stated on Saturday, August 16, 2025, that he might consider imposing reciprocal tariffs on countries purchasing oil from Russia. However, he also indicated that he currently sees no immediate need for such a measure. Based on what happened today, I don't think I need to consider this tariffs right now. Maybe I'll have to think about it 2 or 3 weeks from now, Trump said. This statement followed his meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska, the details of which remain under wraps. The remarks from Trump are particularly significant as they directly connect to the oil trade between India and Russia and the potential for tariffs on China. Last month, Trump had warned of imposing secondary sanctions on countries engaging in trade with Moscow. He had also threatened a 100% tariff on Russia and given the country 50 days to end the Ukraine conflict. The impact of these policies is already being felt in India. According to the news, Trump has already imposed a 25% tariff on India, which was subsequently increased to 50% within a few days. Half of these duties have already been implemented, with the remaining half scheduled to take effect on August 27th. This situation puts India in a difficult position as it continues to balance its long-standing strategic partnership with the US while also maintaining its energy security through oil imports from Russia. The secondary sanctions approach by the US adds a new layer of complexity, potentially forcing countries to choose between their trade relationships with the US and their energy needs from Russia. Further escalating the situation, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent spoke with Bloomberg TV. He warned that if the meeting between Trump and Putin in Alaska did not yield positive results, the secondary sanctions on India could be further increased. Bessent also accused India of being a bit rigid in its trade negotiations with the US. This statement from a high-ranking US official highlights the growing frustration in Washington over trade talks. The US appears to be using a combination of direct tariffs and threats of secondary sanctions to push its allies to align with its geopolitical stance against Russia. In response to the US actions, India has repeatedly clarified its position. The Ministry of External Affairs has stated that its relationship with the US is multifaceted and comprehensive, with trade being just one component. The ministry also emphasized that the relationships between countries should not be viewed through the prism of a third party. This official stance underscores India's commitment to its sovereign foreign policy decisions. It aims to maintain a balanced approach where its strategic interests, including energy security, are prioritized. The ongoing trade disputes and the potential for increased tariffs present a significant challenge for Indian policymakers who are working to navigate a complex international landscape. The situation remains fluid, and the coming weeks will be crucial. Trump's statement about considering tariffs in 2 or 3 weeks suggests that the US is closely monitoring the geopolitical developments and is ready to act if necessary. For India, the challenge is twofold: managing the immediate economic impact of the tariffs and preparing for the potential for further sanctions. The Indian government's emphasis on a comprehensive relationship with the US and its refusal to be swayed by external pressure shows its resolve to protect its national interests. The outcome of this diplomatic standoff will be closely watched by the global community, as it could set a precedent for how Seoul entries navigate their relationships in a multipolar world.